welcome to uh the Kinga Hour. We need
It's
to think
not.
of a name for your show, by the way.
I thought we
Kinga's
did.
Corner. Did we?
Well, started to. Making a
Okay.
difference with Kinga Violet. Something. We'll figure it out.
Hey, I like Kinga's Corner. That's kind of cool.
Kinga's
Um,
Corner.
yeah, where are you going to? I'm heading over to Kinga's Corner.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Where
that
where
implies
are
that
you going tonight? I'm going to Kinga's Corner.
it's gonna be on Substack.
No, it doesn't. It
No?
implies it could be YouTube, anything. Because
Oh.
because I'm on Substack right now, but I just released that the live show is coming back January 18th. So the live show spiders out to every place at the same time. Substack, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all at the same time.
Yes, through StreamYard.
Yes,
Right.
through
Well,
StreamYard.
that's where I struggle is because it's the swapping of the sound systems where mine gets messed up.
Okay, we'll let you go with that one. Hey, Sean, Happy New Year, my friend. I hope everything is beautiful in Guatemala and that your biggest dreams come true this year. And I hope you dream big, bigger than even you can imagine. So think about everything you can imagine and then dream bigger than that. Wow. Um, yeah, so I actually, so you caught me just now. I was working on the opening music for the upcoming January 18th song, and I hate everything.
You hate everything. What do you mean? Tell me more.
So music is a production. Everyone thinks that it just does it for you and like that's it.
Mhm.
But it doesn't. You have to produce it. You have to say, bring in the strings, bring in this, bring in
Okay.
that. And I'm trying I don't I'm teetering between two different genres. Like I don't want it slow because a lot of times the music actually picks me up
Mhm.
and it gets me hyped for the show.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want the music to I don't want the beats to overshadow the lyrics. So I'm trying to come up with that. Sometimes I don't care, right? Sometimes it's just like I don't even know what they're saying, but the beat sounds good and the lyrics are cool, but you don't need to really hear them to dance. But for this one, I kind of want it to be a little
Mhm.
clearer, um, and intentional.
Yeah.
So just trying to drive in that difference and making it feel fresh and new versus a repeat of what I've already done.
Do you want it to be something that there's, like, a part of it that we all have somewhat stuck in our heads so that when we, like
So yeah. So
okay.
so so I am gonna do I'm vacillating between creating a new song
Uh-huh.
or starting where you and I left off, which is My Name is William Rochelle. Remember that song that never played?
Well, like, where I was dying laughing?
Was me singing it.
Yes. That
My name is
yes.
William
Don't give away too much,
Rochelle.
don't give away too much.
So I'm thinking about that or thinking about incorporating that bite into a whole new song.
Do you have it? Like
Uh, I have it on StreamYard. I don't know where it's at. Like it's not on my YouTube or anything like that.
well, no, like, the last episode,
Yeah,
because on YouTube, it didn't, come out as well as on my
it
end.
it didn't I don't think it did because when StreamYard's doing it's playing the outro, it mutes everything. So even though you and I could hear things, it wasn't we were in the studio. So
Right.
I don't think my voice because literally, guys, I was singing a cappella
So,
because
there's
the
gotta be a
song
way to
didn't play.
extract it. It was
No, I have this. I have the original song, not my singing of the song.
That's what I
I'm
want, though.
I'm not gonna do that. No, 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 no,
Yes, do that,
no,
do that.
no, no. That's terrible. That would be
No.
a good like joke, a joke mode. Like yeah, but like first, I wouldn't be able to get it out. And remember, just like Sean could not redo his like the first time was the funniest. So if I
And
tried to
guess what?
sing that, if I
But we
tried to
have that
recreate
on
that,
but we have it. It's captured. That's the great thing.
it's
It
not.
it
It
is
didn't. The audio didn't record.
I'm saying that we could extract it somehow. There's got to be a way.
The only person that would know how to extract it that I could think about would be Aaron, and I'm not going to ask him to do that.
We
Only
could
only reason why I say he's the only one that I know is because he's so familiar with StreamYard that if it could be done, he would know how to do it.
well,
But
we
he's
just need to
all
download the song or just download it.
I have the song.
Yeah. No, 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 no,
I
I'm sorry. Download the MP4 or whatever from StreamYard,
okay.
take that section, and then look into it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Let's figure it out because it was amazing.
No, it
It
wasn't,
was my
guys.
favorite thing ever.
Because you were laughing so hard.
It was amazing. I
You were laughing so hard.
Okay, well, how about this? If for my thing, I want clips
Oh,
of
wait, wait, wait,
you.
wait, wait. Sean had an identity disruptor song?
Yes. Sean,
Sean,
how did you do your song? I can do it. Do it.
we want to come up, Sean? You busy?
Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it.
Let's see if he'll come up. Sometimes he does people, and sometimes he's like gets into diva mode and it's like, oh, I'm too important to come on. Just joking, Sean. Just
No,
joking.
no, Sean. Yeah, he'll come. He'll come. I have headphones on that I'm not using. I know that's right. I do want to fix it though.
Why do you have headphones on that you're not using? And you can fix anything you want when Sean comes up, because then I won't be by myself. Because you know that I will be by myself once you start touching things. She'll disappear, guys. She'll come back on. Hey, Jim Katzman. How
No,
are
we
you,
gotta
my
wait for him
friend?
to come back. That's the problem.
Oh my God. Hey, Sean. You look good. You
You
look
guys,
refreshed. What have you been doing?
we just had a nice little getaway for New Year's Eve,
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
and
So are you at home or are you still at the getaway?
I'm at
Hi.
home.
I'm sure she loves that
Yeah.
whenever you just put her on camera.
He says, I'm sure she loves that.
It's the joys of being married.
Yes. So what do you mean you can do it? So what
The
let me
thing you were talking about.
so let me explain to you what happened so that you understand the full thing. So I have an intro and an outro for my show,
Mhm.
and the outro was a song called William Rochelle. And it's annoying because all it says is my name is William Rochelle over and over and over again. But it didn't play. So on the outro, once it starts, the outro starts the countdown,
Mhm.
you can't stop it. So StreamYard thought the song was playing, but it wasn't. So I started singing the song into the mic and she could hear it, but it didn't go live to the people. And it's because when you do your outros, StreamYard mutes everyone. So that like even if we're talking, we might be able to hear it, but you can't. So
Right.
it's not
It's not going to the audience.
right.
Whatever it streaming.
Right. So when I listen to it, it's just darkness. It's like nothing at the end. Right, Kinga?
I thought I could hear it lightly, very lightly. Maybe not. When I was listening back, I
I
thought I
think
could hear it faintly in the background.
I believe you were having wishful thinking and you were
Maybe.
remembering me singing it. And it was so awful.
It
And
was
I think
so funny. It was Sean, y it was so funny. We're gonna go back and listen to it then.
But what was your solution going to be, Sean? And
Well, I heard you guys talking about the moment that I did the funny thing, and
Oh, you
I
thought you
thought
could
you
do
were
that
talking
again
about
for us? Have you been
no,
practicing?
not report that, not do that again, but
yeah,
like extract something from that. So where did you broadcast it? Was it on LinkedIn?
it was every place, YouTube, LinkedIn, like everywhere. So I'm not, I, it's not that important to me to find it. Kinga just thinks it's hilariously funny that I sang a cappella and I can't sing.
It's not that I thought it was so funny that you sang a cappella. I think what was funny was that how you were doing it was hilarious. Like you were you were good actually in like the way that you were hitting it. Like I thought it was part of the song, to be honest with you.
Well, that's what the song says. So
You
what
were
happened?
adding goofiness to it,
Like,
but you were
Sean,
also doing it well.
you get it, right? So you're live and,
Mhm.
there's no music playing. So I just started like
But he's
singing the
like,
Trying
song.
to fill
you
in.
can call him Bill.
Yeah.
You can call him Bill.
Yeah.
He's like doing this whole like
But you
he
can
was
call me Bill, 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 Bill. It's a dumb song.
he
It's
was
so
like
stupid.
and he was hamming it up, but like perfect with the song. Like he was in sync with the song. And I wasn't expecting it at all.
So so the hard part about listening to the story is the song never came on. So how does she know I was in sync with the song? See, this is
I
why
was
we need a
listening.
mediator, Sean.
I was like, you can't tell me what I didn't hear. I heard it. It was
You heard
yes, the song was playing. The song was playing. You were singing, and then you were like, I was like, should I leave? Because then all of a sudden you read my comment. Because I was like, should I go or something on the comments? Because I didn't know what was happening. And you go, she's gonna leave me, and you incorporated it into the song. As you're singing, you start singing about how I'm leaving you and what a shitty friend I am into the song.
I feel so sorry for both Sean and his wife right now because he's like, I did not expect this. I just thought I was going to come and do some kung fu fighting and leave. So how
I've
was
been
your Christmas?
around I've been around you long enough, William, to know
That's
that's
going
why
to be
it's
more than.
called that's UBU
There
live.
you go. Absolutely.
There's
What did you guys do
no
for Christmas?
second takes. We had a really quiet Christmas, nothing exciting. Just kind of chilling at home.
That's
It was
exciting.
kind of weird, like the energy. Like usually Christmas Eve in Guatemala is this big hoorah, like, and
I
it
think
was
we're
just
done
kind of
performing.
yeah, like last year, 2025 was the year of the snake, and if you read anything about that, it was about shedding
Yeah.
your skin, leaving behind. And I thought it was perfect because when I was on the last Mind Over Matter with Leslie on Monday, it was about like, what are you leaving behind? What is it in your identity that you're like, that's it, I'm done. I'm leaving that behind. I'm letting it go. And then I can take off running because this year is the year of the horse. It's about action, it's about movement and all of that.
All right. So you and I are living in two different worlds completely, like literally. Um, so I did shed my skin. I shed a lot. Um, so are you saying that this year, everything that I shed from last year should start gaining traction and that movement should be greater?
No, you shed the skin,
To grow.
the underlayer that's still you, the real, like that's a lot of what I teach is like
Okay.
get back to the true you. Who were you before the world told you who you were supposed to be?
Oh,
Right? We're not broken. Nobody needs fixing. It's about clearing the decks,
yeah.
shedding the layers that aren't, you know, survival identities, old ways of doing things, It's about letting all that go so you can, like, my wife's word of the year is bloom. She spent the last year doing a lot of healing and shedding and removing people from life that weren't serving. She's published 2 books. The first one was in English and Spanish, and it's changed a lot of women's lives from doing it.
Can you buy the book now?
Yep, they're all available on Amazon.
Do you want to put the name of the book?
I'll do one better. I'll put her author page.
Perfect.
Let's see, where is she? Yeah, because it was all about her healing journey, and she went through the journey. It wasn't like she had the vision to write a book, but at the end, she was like, "Oh, I'm writing a book." Okay. And then she finished the first one. She comes back from a walk one day. She goes, "I'm writing a second book." Okay. And she's got a project this year to write a book with our son on homeschooling.
Nice. Nice. So while she was going through her healing journey, so I have found that when I start to dig and start to write down things that I've gone through, that
Mhm.
it's it's healing, but at the same time, it's messy because you have to go back. And a lot of those things from a protection standpoint, especially childhood trauma, I blocked out. So a lot of it, I don't, I didn't remember specifics. I remembered feelings, like
Mhm.
how it felt, if that makes sense. But
No, it makes perfect sense. I know
when,
exactly what you're talking about.
I just did I'm going to do a shameless plug, Kinga. I just did a micro drama that I wanted to do. And what it is, it's 20 episodes and 1 minute an episode. And it's about my 8 until 16, those years. Oh, no, from 0 to 16. And even though I touched surface level stuff, even that surface level stuff, like had Kinga saying, "Oh my God, I feel so like this is awful." And I didn't go into the details. And I think I told you or my cousin, Kinga, that I could take one of those episodes and then drill it down and come up with 8 more, you know?
Yeah,
So
there's a lot there. Sent us the link. Thank you.
perfect. Thank you, Sean. And so that is Morning with Michelle. So is
Mhm.
Morning with Michelle the author name or the name of the book?
Morning with Michelle is like her brand, her Substack.
Okay.
And so that's why she chose that.
Before you move forward, Sean, I'd like you to
Mhm.
turn to your wife and ask her, is she following William Rochelle on Substack?
Probably not.
I didn't ask for your answer.
Well, she's not in the room anymore, see?
Oh, okay.
An
Okay.
empty couch.
Okay. So I'll
She
start
goes,
following.
ask her if she's following
Ah,
William Rochelle. She doesn't even know who William Rochelle is.
right? Like
Half
that's
half
awful.
the time she's like, she gets a comment or something on one of her posts somewhere, and she goes, "Is this somebody you know?"
Right.
Because you and I don't face this a lot, William. I'm sure Kinga's faced it. Women get a lot of unwanted attention online,
I've been told
even
that.
when they're, even when they're, you know, they're not doing anything that would, because there are some people that post things that people go, "Oh, that's not very professional dress," and because you're showing too much and all that. I'm
Right.
talking about women who present a professional image like Kinga does, like my wife does. They still get unwanted attention.
Yeah. I hear that.
So she's very protective over her online space.
You make it through my gatekeeper?
What'd you say?
She says, if you make it through the gatekeeper,
Oh, okay.
in other words, if I trust you, I was just talking to somebody about this today or yesterday, Saturday. Borrowed trust.
What does that mean?
It means like, say, Kinga says, hey, Sean, you got to meet William. I totally trust him. You know, he's a great guy. He's da 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 da. And then I trust you because I trust Kinga.
Right.
That's borrowed trust. Many times it's favorable, right? You know, somebody we trust refers somebody we can also trust. But sometimes it bites you in the butt.
I can imagine that too. I can imagine that too. Um, and I've been in those situations before where someone uh, someone recommends someone to me, and then I ask them, "Hey, this person didn't seem like they were a great fit," and it could be for a job or as a network connection, and they'll say, "Well, I really didn't know them, but I knew that you were connected. Maybe you could help them." And I'm
Right.
like, "Okay, great, but let me know that first, because if if Shawn Michaels says, 'Bill, you need this person on your show,' I'm gonna go and say, 'All right, well, Shawn thinks they're great,' and I'll take a quick look, and I'll go, 'Yeah.' But I go back to you, and you're like, 'Well, I really didn't know him. It was a friend of my wife's, and my wife said, 'Hey, do you know someone who can do a show with this guy?' So then I get burnt."
Right. Yeah. We
Oftentimes,
always have to do our due diligence, right?
Yep, absolutely.
It's
So
always
that's
been
gonna be that's gonna be my, that's gonna be my intention for this season for my show, because last year I just jumped up and said, "Go with it." And I was just rolling with the punches. And this year I want to be more intentional about who I bring up, conflicts of interest. I don't want the same, not only not the same people, but we need diversity in what we're talking about. So, I want to kind of do like the more Oprah thing where it could be about a movie, it could be about a book, or it could be about mental health, or it could be about weight loss, or it could be about your childhood trauma. It's not the same thing every day, but it's bringing things to the table that people are interested in, and things that I want to learn about. Kinga, over to you.
we're doing the over to you. I feel like we need a baton. Here you go.
That is the baton
It
online, right?
is.
Because you don't have a token you can pass.
Here you go. Over to you. Right.
But go ahead, Kinga.
Okay. Over to me for what?
Well, I've talked for a minute, and people don't want to hear about me all the time. So
Do?
so let's talk about you. What do you think about me?
So, okay, we should talk about that because I have lots of opinions.
Ooh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm open this
Okay.
for both positive and, well, everything's positive, but positive and constructive criticism. Construct
Um, so this is what I like. I like that you are excited about the new year, and that you're kind of taking on this like, hey, you got a couple weeks. And so you're thinking about it, you're being intentional. I mean, the name of my business is Execute Your Intentions.
Yeah,
Right. So to me, that is all it is. And yet I'm not ever saying you have to figure out your goals. You have to figure out exactly what it is, because we had this conversation earlier where I'm like, we are evolving, and my entire framework is around acceptance and around accepting that we're evolving. And so if that's not kind of the fundamental of learning how to be okay with that, then things will eventually break, because we cannot control everything around us. We can't control the people around us as much as we might want to or whatever. So to me, it's that shedding of the things, and this is a process that is going to be constant. And so the more comfortable we kind of get with like constant, sometimes we shed things, sometimes we evolve, sometimes we sit, sometimes, and that depending on what's happening and in what context, we're always going to be hitting different phases. And as long as we have a general system that we can rely on and be okay with and reorient ourselves, then we're good, right? And as long as we can accept one another, then we're also good. And so I'm happy and I'm thrilled when I see someone thriving. And this goes into the double Dutch jump roping because
Yeah.
how much I'm obsessed with that idea of like, as long as I'm sitting here kind of grooving and I'm like, hey, I understand your groove, right? Yeah. And like your groove kind of makes sense. And like, you're not trying to slap me in the face while I'm double Dutch jump roping. Like, you can jump in anytime, you can jump out anytime. No one's here to hold each other hostage. No one's here trying to control each other. Like, we're all good. We're all kind of jamming out, right? That to me is a great system. And sometimes we partner up, sometimes we don't, sometimes,
Yeah.
So that's, I like that because sometimes I want to have a theme. Sometimes I want mixed themes, and good. Like, whatever sequences work for you, great.
So the only thing that I want Sean's opinion on, because I know that he heard this too, but you said you love when people are thriving. And right now, I will say I'm thriving. But in reality, there's that thing in the background where life doesn't look today like I want it to look. So how do I continue with that thriving mindset, and not bring that fear of what's going to happen tomorrow with me into 2026, Sean?
It's about being in the present, right? If we spend all our time in the future, we will have a lot of anxiety and worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. If we are focused on the past, we're going to carry all that old crap with
Yeah.
us, right? Um, like I totally understand trauma. It's major. It's a major impact in our life. And sometimes, like, had to work through a chunk of my life that's missing. Like, I have no memories, but I can put the pieces together and go, based on how things were here, I know something happened back here.
Yeah.
When or where, I don't know. But what I've learned is there's ways to deal with trauma. And actually, I can work with clients. I don't need to know. I don't want to know the content.
Yeah.
Right? We don't need the content. We don't have to go back and relive the pain and the suffering. We're not ignoring it, right? Because that doesn't work. I
Right.
spent years of my life ignoring it. It doesn't work. And it's a lot about, like, I'm reading this really powerful book and it's called Clarity. And it comes from the inside out understanding. And it's about realizing everything in my life is my thought. It's not the circumstances that are happening out here. It's my thinking about the circumstances that controls my life. And if I change my thinking, and as we were saying, my intentions, it will shift. It's not, I wish I could say you wake up one day. I woke up one day and said, oh, everything's good. Okay, 2026 is here. We're ready to roll.
Right.
No, as Kingo was saying, it's a step-by-step process. And, in one of my circles I was in, we talked about it's like an onion. You peel a layer off and you're like, oh, there's another one. You peel that layer off and you're like, oh, another. And so life is walking the journey of peeling the layers off
Yeah.
as you discover them, which fits with the shedding old identities. Get the first layer off so I know what's going on underneath.
Absolutely. I get that. And I'm working very, very intentionally to concentrate on today and what I can do today. Because what I do today will directly affect what happens tomorrow. But worrying about tomorrow isn't the best use of my time or my energy. So that is one of the things I think I showed you, like my little chart. Fear was one of the things I was leaving behind because I spent all of 2025 scared of what was going to happen the next month or the next month or the next month. And the weird part about it is I got through 12 months, but I worried for each 12 of the months. Hey, Curtis Brooks, we would invite you, but we only got 3. Next time you need to be faster. And I want Tanya to come on my show. I would love for her to be a guest, and you're supposed to introduce me to her, Curtis.
And Bill, the thing that I would add to that, like I had the same thing, right? I didn't think I was going to survive for so many months and blah, blah, and and you know what? Here we are, still standing, right? And also,
a little bruised, but
yeah,
we're still standing. We're still here.
And we've grown in certain ways that I know that other people maybe haven't, right? And so when we have the ability within us to always be like, well, I put one foot forward in front of the other, like my mom was talking about this morning. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
We had a call with my mom. She's visiting, and I and it's like that she inspired me always, because no matter what life handed us, we were like, okay, like what's the next step, right? Like that's just how we viewed things. It wasn't a matter of like, oh, I just give up. No, we just figured out what's next, and just said, we're just going to pick something and move towards that, right? And so it's about saying, I'm not going to be controlled by the circumstances around me. I'm going to choose something else. And I feel like that's what you're saying by being intentional with the show and saying it might change. I might do a book. I might highlight somebody that's doing something different every week. Is that you really want to free yourself, that you realize that in the moment, sometimes you're leading yourself in the right direction and you trust yourself. And I think that trust in yourself is just a really awesome thing. And you're seeing what comes as a result of trusting yourself, because you've been showing a lot of trust in yourself lately. And you're cranking out song after song and the mini series, and just that creative spirit is just flowing. So roll with it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And, sometimes we roll with all that we have.
I still want my hearts.
How come mine doesn't do
it? I try so hard, but they're not coming. I gotta.
Okay, we had to figure that one out.
Along with the headphones.
Well, no, I can do my headphones. It's you that can't do the headphones.
I know.
So what is on your agenda? So you were talking about your show, Identity Disruptor, right? Am I right about that?
My song is
Uh-huh.
Identity Disruptor.
Okay.
And I put the link in the chat.
Okay.
Wait. And you asked about where I did it. I used Songer.
Can we hear it?
Yeah.
Is that something that does Substack have the ability to play it?
Yeah, if I press it, will it play?
It should play. Just will it come through?
Let's test.
Mm, hold on.
If not, can you like play it on a different device?
It's asked me if I
Go
want to block
over.
you, and I don't want to block you. So I'll look it up later. Just if you can just send it to me in my messages, like on LinkedIn or something, and I'll check it out right after. Is it the one that's on your show now?
I I do it as like a lead out, a small snippet of it as a lead out on my Monday show. Um, because I don't want to sit there and, I kind of bring it in and do that goodbyes as I'm playing it and let it run for a few minutes before I go offline.
Okay.
When I
When
remember. When I remember.
when are your shows airing? Do you want to tell everybody like when they air? And then I know that you have the Substack one that you and I normally see it on YouTube.
Right. So Monday Mind Shift, 12 p.m. Eastern, almost every Monday. I took Christmas Monday off, the Monday before Christmas. But it's 1 year old. It's just over a year old now. Been going every Monday about 12 noon Eastern. And it's all topics about, getting us in the right mind, shifting our mind, shifting our identities on Monday to start the week on a better chord. And it's been growing. I get a good turnout, a lot of great comments and questions. Um, Jackie's been there a few times. Um, Leslie tries to make it whenever she can, all that. And everybody adds so much to it, and I love it. Substack, YouTube is Daily Power Boost, Ignite Your Potential.
right.
Is my podcast. And when I publish it, it goes YouTube, Substack, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. It even goes out to YouTube Music as audio only. So
How did you get on Amazon Music?
I just signed up to Amazon Music and put my RSS on it, and it was quite easy, actually.
So, and are you doing that through Substack
Well,
with the music?
when I originally set everything up, I was publishing to Spotify. And then I think it was June of this year, June or something, I shifted everything to Substack.
Right.
And it was the best thing I ever did because when I was on Spotify, Spotify was the only location that got video. Everything else got audio. And actually somebody said, your Substack's great, but all your post images are exactly the same. I'm like, yeah, because I'm not posting them. It's auto posting through RSS. So when I shifted to Substack, I just redirected my RSS so that each of those sites, Apple, Amazon, YouTube Music, are automatically, when I publish, it pulls from that RSS at a regular ratio and posts it. Now, the videos and the shorts, that's a feature of Substack. So when I post a video, it creates one or two clips, and automatically sends them to YouTube and the full video.
Right. So the only thing that I'm having a problem with Substack is that portion of it. So when I do a live, it goes to Substack and YouTube, and I love the Substack clips, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to double put a live from because Substack will take my live and then push it over to YouTube, but YouTube already has it. And so you have the same show, but it it's one's getting more views than the other, one's better work, because when
Right.
Substack pushes
It
over to
confuses
YouTube,
things.
huh?
It confuses things.
It confuses things, and the audio going from like one to another. Sometimes it's clearer on YouTube than my Substack one because YouTube's a direct. Now Substack is a StreamYard to Substack to YouTube, it loses some of that
Right.
quality. But um, so I was just wondering. I'm sorry. It just told me I have to pay my AT&T bill. That's it. Like, oh yeah, okay. Um, so I'm trying to figure out how to, if I'm doing it myself, I can stop it from sending over the live, the entire video.
Hmm.
But sometimes I don't catch it in time.
Right.
Getting rich think tank. Hey, what's good to know? Getting rich think tank.
I think this conversation that you
The conversation about publishing.
Well, this
yes,
is wow. This is good, but I don't fully
look
understand.
at all the hearts. Sean, I feel like something that is so needed is helping people that are kind of exploring this, like I think about mine, right? Like, almost like a little, and I'm sure people are doing this. I know that they are some kind of social media advisor or whatever, but like, okay, this is kind of what I'm picturing. And then help me figure out the best rollout plan, right? Um, and how would I approach this as I want kind of ease into things? Because I don't think about and I don't know all of the current features, and then also looking at their roadmaps if they make them available. I doubt they're all, first of all, available, and second of all, necessarily hitting your road done consistently. But
Hi, Laura. So, the question's for you, Sean. And I honestly think that Sean should do a webinar. I said that before, um, which, just on how to do Substack. And the interesting part about that is that it would go live. I mean, it would go viral because so many people have questioned if you understand it. And I'm not smart enough. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm not patient enough, number one, to be a teacher. I'm not that teacher type of guy. I'm a trainer, but like not teaching someone on a platform that I don't really know that well myself,
Hmm.
nor do I have the patience when I'm applying for jobs and, you know, trying to do my show and trying to do a podcast to actually go in there and figure it out. I would actually, if I didn't have to pay my phone bill right now, I would pay for a webinar like that. And maybe you do it live. And then after that, put it behind a vault and say, okay, you want to see it, subscribe for $1. We can do things on Substack I didn't know we could do. See,
yeah,
Right.
he's
Well,
talking to
how
me.
do you
it's evolving. Like I learned after I put my Substack or put my podcast on the Substack. At first it was messy and I've really learned. Now it has its own dedicated page, and I've got another dedicated page that's like why what do you get if you join my paid subscription? um, and another page. Like I've learned a lot, and I actually did do a webinar as part of another community I'm part of. That the creator of the community has been taking a break the last couple months because life happened.
Yeah.
Um, and I did a webinar. Actually, we did one on accountability, knocking out your excuses. And I was hosting an actual accountability room once a month. We did a Substack webinar because, like as you always hear, right? You don't have to be the expert. You just have to be a little further ahead than the people that come to talk to you, right? So
Right.
you can share what you have learned.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
yes, I can do it. Actually, tech is I'm a whiz at tech, but it's not my ikigai.
Oh, Ikigai, isn't that her?
No, hers is Ikingai,
Oh, okay.
which is, I don't know all of it, but just from what I've seen on her LinkedIn, is connected. And
You can ask ChatGPT about it.
okay, I will do that.
Okay.
You can.
And what will it tell us? We can do
You have
things.
to ask to find
Okay.
out.
I will do that after this. Um, Sean, what other hot topics are on your mind today before we close out? Because I know you're sitting there thinking, Bill's going to talk to me for 3 hours. No, I'm not. I'm going to be concise today.
Hot topics. Put me on the spot, Bill. I haven't really thought about it. I know next week I'm actually, because during Leslie's show, one of the things I'm working on is a identity reset intensive. 6 weeks of focused guidance on like walking through an identity reset in a small cohort. And next week I'm going to San Diego
Nice.
as part of an event. It's called the Global Launch of the $1 Billion Impact Marketplace.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
And what it is it's a lot of different entrepreneurs. There's TED speakers, etc. And we're creating this marketplace where entrepreneurs can bring their offers and they are bid on in auction style, with 50% of profits going to make positive impact through various organizations. Some of the organizations we've supported was one that's called Rise Alliance, which is providing safe spaces for kids around the world, especially in, poorer and developing countries where it's harder for them to find that safe space to learn and grow and be kids.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Another one was Restoration Ranch in Colorado, which supports first responders who have, who deal with a lot of trauma. And so Restoration Ranch is about giving them a space where they can go just decompress, disconnect, and walk through this, what they're carrying with, with psychologists and therapists and everybody there to work with them. And so I'm really like, it's brand new. Like that's next week is the global launch.
Nice.
Wow.
So how did you get involved with that?
So I encountered this group on Facebook. I don't remember how it's called Do the Thing. And it's a community. So the founder, Stacy Lauren, she did a TEDx talk on the power of community for multiple purposes, right? Aligning with the community to support each other when we're stressing about what's going to happen next month, or what's going on with the economy, or helping each other grow, raising everybody up, lifting others up. And her pretext is like, let's stop being afraid and just do the thing. And she has these rings, concentric rings that she says, she calls the horse mode, which is like, oh, I don't know, I can't do that, And so she has tears like, okay, you can't share your thoughts in a video, type it. If you're comfortable recording a video and post it, post it. And they do these dares to walk through processes to do the thing. Right? As Eleanor Roosevelt says, do something every day that scares you.
Tomorrow I'm going to go knocking on doors asking if they need help cleaning up the back.
Go for it.
So I can get my phone bill
If you've never seen it, William, I'll send it to you. a guy who did a 30-day rejection experiment. His name is Jia Zhang.
A 30-day
30
rejection experiment? Why
Yeah.
would someone do that?
So that when somebody told him no, he'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Because
If you feel yourself.
no is not rejection. But we sense it that. Like somebody tells us no, we're like, oh! But it's just redirection. It's like, that's not the place. Go try something else. But we tend to get very afraid when we're told no. So he spent 30 days pushing the limits of his ability to tolerate a no. And he would go to, he'd go to Starbucks and he's like, hey, can I get free coffee? And they're like, no. But what he was pleasantly surprised is sometimes he asked these outrageous asks that you would go, of course they're going to say no. And they said yes. But it was all about, building tolerance through exposure.
See, guys, this is why we go live just randomly, because you're always going to leave. Not from me, but from Sean and possibly Kinga with drops of knowledge.
Possibly Kinga? Come on, give her more credit.
It's possible. Not
Possible. Possible. So,
Come
I'm
on,
gonna tell,
she's an award-winning coach.
I'm not.
so I want to tell Getting Rich Think Tank that for some reason the icon is over Kinga's left eye. And I've been trying to figure out what was on my screen. And then when I couldn't get it off, I was like, how does she have that patch over her eye? And then I realized it's just his comments or her comments. I can't see, sorry. And your name doesn't indicate. Anyway, so that's it. That's my stupidity for today. Every Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern. It is
Monday Mind Shift on LinkedIn and YouTube.
Monday Mind Shift on LinkedIn and YouTube. And then the one that I watch every day, I think every day, is
It's Daily Power Boost, Ignite Your Potential.
And that's always something. First of all, you could get through it really quickly. And it's always something that you can take with you throughout your day. So I am in full support of both of those. I want everyone out there to be in full support of them. Kinga's Corner will be coming soon. So we are funneling that up. And the difference will be that she's the host of Kinga Corner. I might be a co-host. Sean might be a co-host, but Kinga's Corner is her vision. And
I misspoke. The rejection guy was 100 days of rejection, not 30.
dailypowerboost.com. Sean is great about, he is great at promos. Do you know I forget to ask people to subscribe to any of my channel? I forget.
Subscribe.
But I will tell them to remember to subscribe to yours. It's a thing. I don't know. I have no idea why people subscribe to me because I don't ask.
Subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe on my show, You Be You Live,
Yes.
which many of you guys have not seen on Substack. It's coming back January 18th. It's a phenomenal show. It's a place where you can come, be your authentic self. We have live discussions, and it's a treat.
And watch the last episode because it's the best one.
That's because
Was that the finale?
Yeah, it's because she was on it. That's why. And basically, Kinga was the one who said, "Yeah, do a finale. Let's do it. Come on, you got to do it." Because I was kind of like,
is that the one with the missing
yes,
music?
Okay. Yes, and it's amazing.
So it was
I'll have to come back and check it out.
All right, you guys.
Yeah,
love and
Bill,
light.
start asking. Great. It's great that you say go follow Kinga, go follow Sean, go follow Curtis. But my 8-year-old who doesn't post on YouTube,
Right.
but he records videos. He's like, "Don't forget to like and subscribe."
Don't forget to
Every time he
like and
records.
subscribe. And Sean, I want to talk to you not privately, but on a different note one day about like the subscription base, because I'm afraid to ask for people to pay. And I would love to know, like, not what you see, but is it worth it? Because I don't have anything up there. I just said I'm free, but I need to pay my phone bill. So I'm like thinking, instead of begging for money, maybe I say, hey, buy this, like, or watch this for $1. Certain things, certain products. But I don't know the best way to do it. So I'm afraid that if I make it paid, then I will lose followers. Or maybe I'll just gain better followers. I don't know.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's
I
what
have
they
a
say.
question. How can you even tell when somebody's live? Because I come and wait for the join button. And otherwise, I can't tell.
No, because I'm not live until you join.
Right. But I mean, like, I come on and I'm like, maybe Sean's live. I can't tell.
There's a
If it just,
circle at the top.
If you've like, I get notification when Bill goes live. I
Okay.
get, William Rochelle is live.
oh, okay. So I have, maybe I have to do like the subscription. Maybe I have to subscribe people.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed, if you're subscribed, you'll get notification of whenever they go live. Whether it's like, I got the notification that Bill was live today, and that he scheduled one for January 18th.
Did you? Ooh.
You did?
Yep.
Can you be my man on the streets, Sean?
And like 2 minutes ago, I got this notification.
For LinkedIn or
No, on Substack.
oh.
That America's Supermom, Lachelle Adkins, is live.
Oh. Okay.
So if you subscribe, you will get notification. Yeah, see? And I even get the notification. Join my live now.
Okay.
Nice. We're not doing something right. I don't think we're getting all of our notifications.
Yeah, because I'm not getting, I knew that because I know that's how people are subscribed to me, but I'm like, but I don't get notifications. Maybe people don't go. Do you go live on here? You do.
Do I? I
Yeah.
haven't. No.
You haven't?
That's why I don't.
Other than joining Bill's.
Okay, so that's why I don't get notifications for you.
Now, when I get to the point where I become a paid user of Restream, I will likely start streaming to Substack. But right now, it's just I only get 2 channels, so I go YouTube, LinkedIn.
Got it.
Why don't you?
I have Restream.
Why
I need
don't
to use it.
why don't you? Why don't you just become like a team member and use my StreamYard or test it
Restream's
out?
better.
Because my StreamYard, I just paid like $94.89 for it, and I can have up to 4 people on it, and so I'm not using it to the best of my ability, and I have all these seats. So I'm saying I wouldn't get rid of your free Restream, but we could test it out, and I can add you as a user and make sure that you're walled off from my stuff. Because I wouldn't want to step on yours, and I wouldn't want you stepping on mine, right? So I'm all about, like, if we have tools out there and I'm paying for something and I have 3 extra seats, go for it. But we'll talk about that one offline because we're not going to talk about logins and stuff like that on a live stream.
On a live stream, yeah.
Right. But the offer's open. We just have to figure out how to make it happen. It wouldn't cost you anything, but it does go out to everybody. All right.
It's working.
Goodbye, Kinga.
Bye.
Kinga, take us out.
Working? The what
Kinga, take us
working?
out.
Bye. Pretend like you're hitting a button.